Overthinking doesn't knock. It sneaks in, steals your peace, hijacks your focus, and leaves your brain feeling like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Loud, crowded, chaotic. One thought spirals into another until you're three arguments deep into an imaginary conversation that hasn't even happened. If you've ever found yourself analyzing a text message like it's a lost chapter of the Da Vinci Code, welcome to the club. But here's the thing. Buddhism isn't just about monks in robes and incense wafting through mountain air. It's got real, raw advice that cuts straight through the noise in your head. These teachings don't ask you to change your life. They teach you to see it differently. Let's crack open 6 ancient insights that feel suspiciously like they were written for today's over-caffeinated, overstimulated brain. 1. The past, gone. The future, fantasy, your life. Right now, ever replay a mistake like it's your greatest hits album, or try to predict every curveball life might throw next Tuesday at 4 p.m.? We get it. The past has receipts. The future feels like a pending apocalypse. But Buddhism doesn't sugarcoat it. Neither exist. The present moment is the only real thing happening. Everything else? Ghost stories. Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." Translation? Quit trying to fight shadows. If you're breathing right now, you're exactly where you need to be. Stop time traveling in your head and meet yourself in the now, because, spoiler alert, that's where peace has been hiding the whole time. 2. Your thoughts are just weather. You're the sky. You ever try to outrun your own brain? Doesn't work. But what if you didn't have to believe everything it says? Buddha's take: your thoughts are like clouds. Stormy, pretty, weirdly shaped, whatever. But they pass. You don't chase every cloud. You watch. Same with your thoughts. That angry email draft, a cloud. The what if they hate me spiral, another cloud. The trick? Observe. Don't attach. Let them drift. Picture yourself sitting by a river. Thoughts float by like leaves. You don't jump in after each one, right? You sit, you watch, you chill. That's mental freedom. And when you stop grabbing at every single thought like it owes you money, overthinking doesn't stand a chance. 3. Overthinking is a full-time job that pays in suffering. You know what overthinking really is? It's the brain trying to micromanage the universe. Spoiler, it can't. The more we analyze, predict, and stress, the more we suffer, not because bad things happen, but because we cling to the need for control. Buddha laid it bare. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Translation: life throws punches, but the 37 replays of the hit in your head, that's on you. You don't need a plan for everything. You need trust, surrender, not in a passive, do-nothing way, but in a powerful, I choose not to ruin my own day over this kind of way. Ask yourself, can I control this? If yes, act. If no, release. It's not giving up. It's letting go of illusions. And it's the fastest way to peace. 4. That voice in your head? Not the boss of you. Your inner critic has opinions, loud ones, but that doesn't make them facts. Ever notice how the mind narrates your life like a shady podcast host? You're not good enough. They're probably judging you. This is definitely going to fail. Newsflash: that voice? It's just noise, habitual, unchecked, paranoid. Buddhism doesn't ask you to silence it. It teaches you to stop auditioning for its approval. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. So next time your mind tries to drag you into a guilt spiral or a self-doubt party, pause and say, "Thanks, brain, noted," moving on. Detach from the drama. Don't give the narrator a microphone. 5. Suffering is the rent. We pay for control we never had. You think you're protecting yourself by worrying, that if you think of every worst-case scenario, you'll be ready. But what you're actually doing is marinating in fear that hasn't happened and might never happen. Buddha wasn't messing around when he said suffering comes from attachment, especially attachment to control. Let that sink in. Trying to force life into your script only invites anxiety. Try curiosity instead of control. Ask, what's unfolding here? Instead of, how do I stop this from going wrong? Life's not a chessboard, it's jazz. Flow with it. 6. Peace isn't something you find. It's what's left when you let go. We chase peace like it's a product. Meditation apps, silent retreats, herbal teas named after zodiac signs. But what if peace isn't out there? What if it's what's underneath all the mental junk you're carrying? Strip away the regrets, the what-ifs, the constant need to figure it all out, and boom, there it is. Stillness, clarity. Buddha's teachings aren't trying to make you perfect. They're trying to remind you that beneath all the mental noise, you already are. Not in a fake-it-till-you-make-it way, but in a hey, I'm human, and it's messy, and I'm still worthy of calm kind of way. Bottom line? Overthinking isn't your personality, it's a habit, and habits can change. Your brain's not broken, it's just loud. Buddhism doesn't silence the mind, it gives you volume control, and that might just be the most rebellious thing you can do in a world addicted to noise. Overthinking doesn't knock. It just slips in, sits on your chest, and changes the Wi-Fi password to your peace of mind. It makes you relive awkward moments from 10 years ago, while convincing you that something catastrophic is definitely going to happen by dinner. But here's the kicker. It's not your fault for thinking. It's the clinging that's killing you. There's a story Thich Nhat Hanh told about a man pushing a boulder uphill. He's grunting, sweating, raging against gravity like it owes him money. After hours of this, someone finally asks the question no one ever does. Why are you pushing a rock that clearly isn't moving? And boom, there's your lesson. We're all out here wrestling with reality, trying to force what won't budge. The most rebellious, liberating move? Let it go. When you stop pushing the boulder, you realize the path wasn't uphill. It was just blocked by your need to control. Now on to the game changer, mindfulness. Yeah, we've all heard that buzzword tossed around like it's a yoga mat. But mindfulness isn't some incense-scented escape. It's street-level survival. When your brain starts spinning like a washing machine on full tilt, drop an anchor. And that anchor? Your breath. No app needed. Just inhale like you're filling a balloon. Hold it like a secret. And exhale like you're letting go of your worst-case scenarios. You don't breathe to escape the chaos. You breathe to see through it. The Buddha nailed it. When the mind is calm, the breath is calm. You want peace? It's not in the perfect plan, the right answer, or another round of analysis. It's in your lungs, right now. Focus there. That's your reset button. And let's talk about simplicity. Remember when your biggest decision was cereal or toast? Now it's a 47-tab browser meltdown about life purpose, retirement plans, and whether your coworkers' email thanks meant they hate you. Buddhism isn't about doing less for the aesthetic. It's about cutting the noise before the noise cuts you. The Zen crew even have a term for it, shibumi, elegant simplicity. They knew that real clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, but with full attention. Life's not complicated. We are. We pile things on, obsess over timelines, chase what's shiny, and miss what's sacred. Simplify. Cut the fluff. If it doesn't bring peace, let it go. If it needs 10 explanations, it's already too much. Now here's where it gets spooky, in a good way. Everything you're freaking out about? Temporary. The anxiety, the uncertainty, even that forever problem that feels tattooed on your soul. It's all on borrowed time. Buddhism calls this impermanence, and it's not just a philosophy. It's a full-on cheat code. Think of it this way. Storms don't ask your permission to pass. They just do. Same with suffering. Same with overthinking. You're not stuck. You're in motion, you just forgot. When you realize nothing is permanent, not even your own mental chaos, the grip starts to loosen. Fear feeds on the illusion of forever. But once you see that nothing stays, nothing owns you. So here's the bottom line. Your thoughts aren't facts. Your mind isn't your enemy. It's just an overworked narrator. Pull the plug on the reruns. Bring your awareness back to the now, strip life down to what matters, and stop wrestling with ghosts. Overthinking is a habit. Peace is a practice. And you're the only one who gets to decide which one wins today. Train your mind, free your peace, and whatever you do, don't keep pushing that damn boulder.